Look for meaning. Often you won't find it, but seeking meaning in your life will sustain you. Finding meaning makes things more palatable. Even seeking it can make them tolerable. When things reveal themselves to you, wondrous doors open. He who has a why can bear almost any how. Friedrich Nietzsche. Hey guys, this is Sai, aka Nkiru Guru, and I'm here with a podcast with you guys. Every Monday, we will be confessing and giving you guys information, tools, and tricks to help push you through this week. I like having the concept of a motivational Monday or something that kind of propels you forward through your week. And a lot of times we need that. A lot of times we get to these Mondays and it's like, ugh. Why? But I'm hoping that we can change that. I'm hoping that we can alter our perception on Mondays and make them something that we look forward to. So today's topic, we're going to be talking about the concept of imposter syndrome. This concept of feeling like you do not belong, or that where you are, what you are doing, you are playing a character and it is not indicative of who you are as an individual. We're going to discuss that today. First things first, we're going to touch on a few things before we get there. So I do utilize quite a bit of different spiritual tools in my learning and in my understanding and formation of thoughts in this world. So you will see me draw from quite a few different things. The first thing that I want to read to you guys was this morning's devotional message. It's taken from Matthew 23:23. The New International Version reads, "Woe to you, teachers of the law and Pharisees, you hypocrites! You give a tenth of your spices, mint, dill, and cumin, but you have neglected the more important matters of the law, justice, mercy, and faithfulness. You should have practiced the latter without neglecting the former." Politicians can be vicious, ruthless, and just plain dirty. Running for office and even staying in office has become a cutthroat business. So, it is nice when you see our politicians doing something for the less fortunate. Still, we may find ourselves questioning their motives. Only the Lord knows their hearts. Doing good in order to appear good is actually what the Pharisees did, and Jesus called them out on it. He knew, for instance, that they give their title simply to everyone who would see and praise him. And then they neglected the more important aspects of being God's people and practice of justice, mercy, and faithfulness in their everyday lives, even when no one was looking. What hypocritical behavior! But what do you and I do or not do when no one is looking? Does the practice of justice and mercy contribute to the peace God wants us to know? These are very good questions that we have to ask ourselves. A lot of our imposter syndrome and a lot of our feeling like we don't belong in places stem from the things that we do in our everyday lives. You know what I mean? Like a lot of times we don't do the things that we say that we're doing, or we're putting on a quote unquote front without making sure that we're doing the work to hold that front up. We need to make sure that our actions are matching the things that we are saying. And a lot of our guilt and this formation of this imposter syndrome is stemming from that. A lot of that is coming from us not doing all the things that are necessary and focusing on how we are perceived by others. Yes, people are going to be looking at you and judging you. This is just what people do. But the most important judge at the end of the day is you. How do you judge yourself? How do you see yourself? How do you measure yourself? And if you can get to the point to where you are focusing on your measurement and how you measure up and stack up to who you were yesterday, then you are in a good place. Once you're at that moment where you are focusing on walking the things that you talk about, then you would have a little less imposter syndrome each and every day. It may not go away right away, but it will lessen as you walk along. So I'm going to encourage each and every last one of you to kind of identify some of those things. I know I have quite a bit of imposter syndrome that's tied up into me not following a lot of the things that I speak about, talking about things and not fully following up on them, or following up on them at 40% or 79%, not putting 100% into the things that I profess or the things that I speak about. There's one thing about speaking things into existence, having affirmations and mantras, and there's another thing about saying things and literally not doing the things that you're saying. A lot of imposter syndrome is rooted in that. It's rooted in the guilt. It's almost like a check. It's like a self check. Your mind and you are being checked by you. Like, are you really that? Are you really though? Are you really though? And if that is the case for you, I would admonish you to really search yourself and see what's going on there, making sure that you are actually doing all the things necessary to be the person that you want to be and step into that role that you deserve to step into. The next thing that I want to read to you guys is an excerpt from my daily meditation, my Taoist book that I read every day. And it's about center, okay? And it says, from a bud, only a promise, then a gentle opening, rich blooming, bursting fragrance, the fulfillment of the center. True beauty comes from within. Take a flower as an example. In the beginning, it is only a bud. It does not yet show its its loveliness to the world. It does not attract bees or butterflies, and it cannot yet become fruit. Only when it opens, its beauty revealed, only when it is open, beauty is revealed in its center. There is the focus of the exquisiteness. There is the source of its aroma. There is the sweet nectar. In the same way, our own unique beauty comes from within. Our glory has nothing to do with our appearance or our occupation or our qualities. From an inner source, we must take care to open and bloom naturally and leisurely and keep to the center. It is from there that all mystery and power comes. It is good to let it unfold in its own time. Just as a flower goes through stages: bud, open, bloom, pollinate, wither, fruit, fall. Each of us will go through the obvious stages of birth to death. We aren't of a single character throughout our lives. We change and we grow. Our identities unfold and bloom. Unless we attain the center and keep to our progressiveness, we cannot ever reach the true independence in our lives. I think this message is uberly important because it's important for us to understand that you're not going to be the same person as you matriculate throughout your lifetime. You're going to have moments to where you are becoming something completely different. And that's another way that you can feel like that you are stepping into this imposter situation to where you're like, wait a minute, I've always been this. How can I be this now? You can be this now because you are growing. You can be this now because you are changing. You can be this now because you are evolving. You are moving forth to become the thing that you are manifesting and you are desiring to become. That's how you can be this now. Because you're changing. And we all change. Everything that lives change. Everything that grows changes. Everything that has breath changes. Nothing stays the same. Nothing remains constant for the duration of birth to life. Everything is changing. Even the water, when you step in it, is changing. Everything is changing. Nothing is stagnant and nothing is standing and holding firmly still. Everything is changing. So don't feel like you are an imposter because you are changing. You're not changing. You're not an imposter. You're just growing. You just have not learned this portion of yourself yet. You are learning it now. It's just a moment to where you're like, wait a minute, this is new. And that's okay. It's okay to have these moments where you feel like this is new. I wasn't expecting this. I didn't know, that this was a thing. I didn't know. It's okay. It's okay to have those moments. We all do. We may not all admit it, but we do. We all have these moments. So, before I read this last tool for you guys, I'm going to give you guys a confession. Okay. I deal with imposter syndrome a lot. There are quite a few things that I feel that God has placed upon my life, has given me the talent and the gift for, or the purpose and promise to do over my life. And a lot of times I remain stagnant because I don't believe that I am worthy of those things, or I don't believe that I have what is necessary or capable to launch those things or to kick those things into fruition. I have had that countless times in my life. And when, you know, I didn't always know that it was imposter syndrome. Eventually I realized and I figured out that that's what it was. But, I realized that it was nothing but me stopping myself. It was nothing but me doubting myself. It was nothing but me fearing myself and my possibilities and what I can accomplish. When something is placed upon you and when God has put something upon your life to do, there is nothing wrong with you embracing that, even if it feels foreign. When you first step into it, everything feels foreign when you first do it. Riding a bike for the first time felt foreign when you were first doing it. Driving for the first time feels foreign when you're first doing it. Walking for the first time felt foreign when you first did it. However, now it's second nature. Anything that is new is supposed to feel weird. It's supposed to feel like I don't know what I'm doing, because you don't. But with time and patience and diligence and determination, it will become second nature to you. So embrace it. Understand where you are. Thank the process. Be grateful for the fact that you're starting a new journey, because if you feel like you're an imposter in something, it is because you are new to the thing that you're in. And embrace it. Embrace where you are on the journey and thank the divine for giving you the opportunity to experience something new, to walk into something new, and to have this new experience. This new moment in your life, because that's a beautiful thing, to grow and to evolve, you know. Um, so I encourage you guys this Motivational Monday to be victorious, be confident in who you are, and don't focus so much on how different this is. Don't focus on that. Focus on how beautiful this opportunity is about to be. And once you realize that, once you shift your awareness, once you shift your understanding and alter your perspective, you will slowly start to realize all of the fear, all the anxiety will slowly start to dissipate. And it will slowly begin to become the fun adventure that it is meant to be. So never stop proclaiming who you are. Never stop speaking affirmations over yourself and repeating those mantras of what you want to become in your life. And when they start to show up, don't apologize for who you are becoming. Don't do it. I want to read something to you guys about invoking your self-realization. Invoking your self-realization. Repeat this mantra each and every day. With each breath, it confirms how awake I already am. With each breath, it confirms how awake I already am. With each breath, it confirms how awake I already am. Self-realization is a spontaneous remembrance of your interconnection to all that is. You are willing to embrace your individuality as a unique expression of the divine source in physical form. By aligning with the breath, you see that while you appear to be a person, it is the universe that breathes everything into existence. Understand that this mantra is ideal if you need to reduce any stress, you need to manage your pain, or if you need to relax your nervous system. So repeat to yourself, with each breath, I confirm how awake I already am. With each breath, I confirm how awake I already am. With each and every breath, I confirm how awake I already am. And once you understand and realize that you are awake, you are aware, and you are worthy, you will feel more confident in the position that the divine has put you in. And that's about all that I have for you guys today. I'm going to read a postcard to you guys from the divine. And I'm going to let you guys get on to your wonderful Monday. The divine wants you to know, dearest you, we have a secret to share with you. If you act as if all is well, it will be well. Act as if you are brave and you will have courage. Act as if you are loved and you will be a magnet for love and experience the love of spirit. Act as if your prayers have been answered, as if you are truly in sync with good fortune. How you think is how you will see the world. Interact with it, and draw conclusions from it. If you want to be the person who has the life you want, co-creating and loving what is yours, you need to start acting as if that were true. Don't worry about the conditions in your life that seem empty or carnal or desolate and chaotic or barren. These are temporary and don't even count. Defy them and act as if you are the luckiest person on this planet. You will be, for you already are. That's the real secret. You are infinite potential. The divine loves you so much. I hope this helped you. I hope you have a fantastic, wonderful Monday. And I hope you are prosperous and blessed this week. I'll see you guys again next Monday for another 20 minutes with Nkiru, the Love Guru. Bye, guys.